This bottom is so nice, big and bouncy. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It is pretty late at night. It's about 10 p.m. right now, and it is 30 degrees Celsius. So I'm not really sure if I'm making the right choice by filming. Tomorrow is actually going to be the hottest day that this country has ever seen. Okay, my window is open because, again, I'm dying. So if you hear birds, cats, dogs, scooters, that's why. The elephant in the room, this little situation over here, let's just try to ignore that, okay? It's very humid when it's this hot, and I have curly hair, and this is what my curly hair does when it is this hot. So let's just act like it's not here. So since it is so hot, I decided to do a little summer makeup video. I have some new goodies that I want to play with. So if you want to get ready with me, which I'm not going anywhere, so I'm going to be getting ready to get unready to get ready for bed. If you want to get ready with me, then all you have to do is hit that subscribe button first, and also click that notification bell, give it a little ring-a-ding-ding to make sure that you'll be notified every single time I post. And let's get right into this, what's probably going to be a very weird video. Alright guys, so for skin prep, we want our skin to be prepped very well. If you have dry skin, make sure to hydrate your skin very well in hot weather. And if you have combination skin like me, also make sure to hydrate your skin, but do it with the right products. So the first one that I'm going to be using is this Oil Control Lotion by MAC. I've been using this guy for many years now, and I really like it. It hydrates my skin, it makes my skin feel very nice and soft, but it also prevents my skin from getting very oily. So yeah, we are going to be taking this. Oh shit, there is a huge fucking beast. Oh fuck my life. Oh shit, my window is open. Okay, I'm gonna close this window before it becomes a zoo in here. I'll be right back. Ah! Can we just stop this damn video? Oh my god, it is so hot. I need some tissues in the boobs because, girl, let me tell you. What do you know about big boobs and heat, huh? Lord. Now that my window is closed and the beast is dead, I'm gonna continue with prepping my skin. What the hell was I doing? I forgot. The second thing that I'm going to be grabbing is this strobe cream by MAC. I have mine in a Goldlite. This is also something that I have been using for years. It is a very nice illuminating, hydrating cream. And this is actually my favorite color. They have more colors, but this is definitely my favorite. It has this gold little switch to it, which is very nice. So I am going to be taking that, and I'm just going to be applying it everywhere because it is summertime and it's okay to glow, you know? Woo. Oh my god, it's so hot. So for foundation, I decided to use this one by Maybelline. This is the Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Lightweight Protective Makeup with an SPF of 50. This is a very nice foundation. I actually have a review video on this. If you have not seen it yet, then I will link it somewhere here. I never know which side it is. This foundation is a very good pick for the summertime because it obviously has that SPF of 50, which is very important. You want to make sure to protect your skin from the sun in the summertime, especially when the sun is shining bright. You want to make sure to protect your skin. Do me a favor, okay? So yeah, this foundation is very good for that, and I also tested it out, and it actually stays on very nicely and for a very long time. So that is very good. And I also like this packaging. I just squeeze the foundation on my face. By the way, the shade that I have on my face now is the 265 Soft Tan. It is too light for me, so I'm gonna take a darker shade. This is 336 Golden Bronze, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more. To blend out the foundation, I'm gonna take this brush, which is a new one for me. This one is from Morphe, and it is the nameless brush. No, it is actually from this set that comes with this little bag. It comes with a few other brushes, I think 5. I think it's called like the 5 complexion something something set, and it comes with a very cute bag like I said. And I'm going to be using this foundation brush to blend out this foundation, obviously. This foundation is being marketed as a full coverage foundation. Now I wouldn't say that it is a full coverage. I would say that it is a medium to full coverage, but it is definitely buildable, and it definitely does provide you with a very nice coverage, especially for daytime and also for the summertime, because it is not too much. It's not gonna cake up on you. It is a very thin, lightweight, liquidy foundation, so I actually really like it for this type of weather. I don't know what the hell I've done, but this looks kind of weird, and I also applied way too much foundation and I look like a damn fool. So now I'm gonna get my new sponge. This one is by a Dutch brand, actually. It is by what is her name, really? Oh, this is a sponge by Queen Tarzi, not just Tarzi, but Queen Tarzi, and this is her Flawless Finish 3-in-1 makeup sponge. It has a very interesting little shape. I just got it out of the packaging, so I have never used this one before. So I wanted to show you the before. This is how it looks when it's still dry. It actually feels very nice and soft, so I'm gonna go ahead and wet it and I'll be right back. This sponge feels really nice. So it is wet now, and as you can see, it has become very, very big. So I like that. I also love the way this feels. So let's go ahead and see what the tea is about this sponge. Ooh, I love her behind. What? Look at that. I applied so much foundation. I was not paying attention. So this little bottom of the sponge is actually really nice for foundation. It's so bouncy and soft. So I never apply my foundation with a sponge, but since this bottom is so nice and big and bouncy, that sounded a little weird. This bottom is so nice, big and bouncy. For concealer, I actually have some new concealers as well. I just got them in the mail today. These are the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer, and I have mine in 2 shades. I have what I hope is going to be my skin color, and this is 337 Almond, and then I have a lighter one which I hope to be able to use as a highlighter, and this one is 322 Cashew. There you go. So I heard a lot of good things about these concealers. They are huge, which I love. They have a lot of product in them, I believe. They have 11 mLs in them, which is less than a Too Faced Born This Way concealer, but more than the Tarte Shape Tape. So this is actually a very good amount. So I'm going to start off with the 337 Almond. Ooh. There we go. The applicator is very big. A lot of concealers are actually doing this right now. So, ooh, don't drop the brush. Okay. It is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but that's okay. It actually looks nice. I'm gonna blend it out with the same sponge. It has a very pointy little tip. Let's see how we feel about that. Okay, so I feel like the tip of the sponge is a little flimsy. It is very nice and thin, which gets into those corners very nicely. So yeah, I am totally in love with the bottom of the sponge, but I don't know how I feel about the top part. It is very nice and thin, which gets into those corners very well, but I feel like because it is so thin, it is kind of flimsy, and I don't know how I feel. So now that that is on, I'm going to take the lighter shade, the 329 Cashew, and I'm going to be highlighting with this. So I feel like I'm not really loving this concealer, but I think that that is because of this little weird tip on this sponge. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply another layer and then blend it out with the bottom of the sponge because I do love that bottom. This applicator doesn't pick up a lot of product, so I feel like you have to dip for each eye, which is kind of annoying. I don't know. I still feel like this concealer is not really covering that well. To set everything, I'm gonna be taking my Nye Banana Powder, because when I want my makeup to stay put, I grab that because I know that it will not disappoint. So I actually always set my under eyes using this Real Techniques brush. I've been doing that for all my adult life almost, but this Morphe set actually has one that is kind of similar. As you can see, you can also use this for highlighter, but I really like these brushes for setting my under eyes, so that's what I'm gonna do. I must say that it is very hard to fall in love with another brush, because in all those years I have not found a brush that feels better than that Real Techniques one. Yeah, this one, no. It does the job, but it's not as soft or as dense. So next time I'm gonna try this brush for highlighter. I'm gonna be setting the rest of my face with that Nye Banana Powder as well. All right, for bronzer, I'm also gonna be using a new product for me. This is by LA Colors, and this is their bronzer. This is in the color Tanned. This is what the bronzer looks like, and I'm going to be applying that with a brush from Morphe as well. This is an angled brush. This already looks like the one that I use now. So, ooh, that is very pigmented. Okay. Ooh. Okay, we don't want disaster, so tap, tap, tap. Ooh. The brush feels very nice. And look at that bronzer. It's very pigmented. It goes on very nicely as well. Ooh, okay. I get so excited when an affordable product works. It is summertime, so we want that skin to be sun-kissed. So the bronzer is nice, but I feel like it's pulling a little purplish pink reddish on me, and I actually like a warm tone bronzer. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. I do have more colors, so I am gonna look into that and see if they have a warmer shade bronzer. For blush, I'm actually going to be using these two. This is Trace Gold and this is Peach Twist. They are both by MAC, and I'm gonna be taking that with this brush from Morphe as well. I keep looking for a number, but they don't have names, so I'm just gonna be taking that, mixing them together, and ooh, yes, look at that. This is so beautiful. This combination is so nice for summertime. Look at that. That glow. Girl, that looks so good. I'm gonna be applying a little bit on my nose. I don't know why, I just felt like it. And also a little bit here, why not? It's summertime, honey. This brush is very soft, love. This was supposed to be a fluffy summer look, and instead it became this full-on fall looking look. Yeah, well, I did have these colors to work with, which you cannot find a warm shade in this palette to save your life. This is the eyeshadow palette that I got in my BoxyCharm. This is by Butter London. The colors are actually very pretty, but there is no warm shade, there is no transition shade, and I'm just like, what am I supposed to do with this? Huh? So I started off with that brown shade. I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna do the brown shade in the crease, and then I'll just pop on one of the shimmer shades and I'll call it a day. And then I applied that brown shade, and it was the most gray toned, ashy toned brown I've ever encountered in my life, which looked like crap. So I had to save it. I just grab this one by Jaclyn Hill. I mean, I have not used this palette for a very long time, but you know what? The girl does need some help right now, so you know. And I used this shade to try and save this look, and yeah, this is what I ended up with. So I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I am gonna be using some new brushes for the eyes as well. I'm actually using this eye set by Morphe. This is the Eye Babe Faves, the Total Eye Brush Package. And these are all the brushes that it comes with. And it says the Total Eye Brush Package, but it actually is not quite complete or total, because it does miss one very important brush, and that is actually a flat shader brush. So it does not contain a flat shader brush, which, how could it be a complete eye set when it does not have a flat shader brush, huh? Alright, so to finish off this summer slash fall look, I'm going to be taking, which shade? This orange shade from the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill palette. And I am going to be taking that with the E27, which is a fluffy brush. And this is the first time for me to use these brushes, and I actually like them. And I don't even know if this is going to end up looking the same, because on the other eye I started off with a brown shade thinking that it was going to work, which it didn't. But I'm not going to do it again because it was a pain in my ass to blend. So I'm just going to start off with this shade and just see what happens. Oh, by the way, I primed my eyes using the soft ochre paint pot, of course. Whew, child, it is so hot. Alright, so now I'm going to take this brush by Luxie. This is the 250 large eye blending brush. I got this in my Boxy Charm as well. And I'm going to take that miserable brown shade from the Butter London palette, and I'm going to darken up my crease with this. It does have a lot of fallout. You see that? So as you can see, this brown is actually very nice. It is very nice and dark. It is just not a color to start off with if you're not into cool toned browns. So now I'm gonna take this very nice golden shade, a shimmery shade from the Butter London palette. It is called Diva. I'm gonna be taking that with a flat shader brush from MAC. This is their 239, and girl, the amount, let me see if I can show you this. The amount of kickback that is going on is absolutely ridiculous, but it is a very, very nice shade. And I'm also gonna spray it down to make sure that I have minimum fallout. And I'm using the Pixie Glow Mist for this. I am just going to be applying this color all over my eyelid. Look at it though, it is so pretty. Look at that. It is super pigmented. It is already pigmented without wetting it, but you just have a lot of fallout. This color is absolutely beautiful. If I'm not wearing any foundation, then I don't care about fallout at all, but of course I'm already wearing my foundation, so in this case I don't really appreciate a lot of fallout. And now I'm also going to take another brush from Morphe. This is the E36. It is a very fine pointed brush. I'm going to take that and very gently blend this edge of the gold. Now I'm going to take this very tiny little brush from the Luxie set. This one is the 246 Precision Crease. And I am going to use that for my inner corners actually, and I'm going to be taking the green shade out of this palette, and it is called Star. It also has a lot of kickback, not as much as the gold shade, but it does have kickback, so I'm going to be wetting that as well. And this color I'm going to pop in my inner corner. Look at this fallout. Now I cleaned up that same detailed brush from Luxie, and I'm going to be taking this shade from the palette, and this one is called Enchantress. So this shade does not have any kickback, which is very interesting. And I am going to be popping that on my brow bone. This shade again is also, look at that, it is very nice and pigmented. Now I'm taking the E18 brush from Morphe as well, and I'm going to take that dark brown shade from the palette, and I am going to be dragging that on my lower lash line and connecting that with my crease. And then I'm gonna take that one orange shade that I use from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I am also going to be applying that to my lower lash line. This fallout is a little crazy, so I'm gonna try and fix it using the Select Sheer Pressed Powder in NC25 by MAC. I actually normally use this as a highlighting shade underneath my eyes, but today I am going to use it to try and save the day. It is so hot, girl. I am melting away. I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Max Fanatic Cat Eye Mascara. This mascara actually has a very interesting wand. It has a comb on one side. Can you see that? And then it is just a normal wand on the other side. Look what I flippin' done. I knew it was way too damn hot to try and film today. This video is just turning into one big mess. Alright, so when this happens to you, don't you ever try and wipe it away while it's still wet. Just leave it be, let it dry, and then you can just take it off with a Q-tip very easily. Alright, now I'm gonna highlight, and I'm gonna use this highlighter from Wet n Wild in Precious Petals. Oops, almost dropped it. And I'm gonna apply that with this fan brush that also comes with the Morphe complexion set. I normally never apply my highlighter with a fan brush, but we are going to today. That is very pretty. I normally go for an intense highlight. This is pretty intense actually. Look at that. Ooh, it is very pretty. And it actually applies very nicely with this fan brush. Okay, that is new. This was still supposed to be a summer makeup look, so I am gonna apply a little highlighter on my temples and also on the tip of my nose. So for lips, I actually was gonna go for a nude shade, but since my last couple of videos were with nude lips as well, I decided to pick up a bold color. This one is by LA Splash. It was a limited edition, I believe, and this is number 03 Frankie, and this color is so beautiful. Is this gonna be too much? I don't think I like this shade with it. The shade on its own is absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of strawberries, but not with this look, I think. That was a fail. Take two. Now for lips, I'm gonna take number 75 Fighter, and this is the Superstay Matte Ink from Maybelline. This is a nudish brown, and this is gonna be a lot better. Alright, so the lip is on, and the last thing that I'm going to do is spray my face down, and I'm going to be using this spray by Pixi. I'm going to be using it for the first time, and this is, ooh, my chin is itching, and I have makeup on, so it's just tap, 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 and that's it. Ooh, girl, the spray on this is so nice. Okay guys, that was it for this video. This is what we ended up with. I actually don't even know what to call this video anymore, since it went the total opposite direction of what I was initially planning on doing, but I still hope that you liked watching this video. If you made it through looking at my frizzy ass hair for this entire video, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please show that by hitting that like button, and if you would like to be here for my future video, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also give that notification bell a little ring-a-ding-ding to make sure that you will be notified every single time I post. And if you do all of that, then I'm sure that I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.